to avoid being bullied. I lied to the delinquent girls that I was Ethan's girlfriend. From then on, I made sure to linger around Ethan every day, pretending we were close. When Olivia dragged me into the woods today, snarling liar, Ethan's girl. Huh? Who else you trying to fool with those lies? Ethan himself materialized from behind a tree, slipping his arm around my shoulders. Touch my girl again and you'll regret it. Earlier, my homeroom teacher had pulled me aside. How about swapping dorms with Emily? Emily used to be in room 302, but those delinquent girls there burned her hair, slapped her face, and forced her to drink toilet water until she begged the school for relocation. Now they wanted me to take her place. As our class rep on full scholarship, the teacher said with fake solemnity, "You should set an example during this housing shortage." Translation: I was poor and parentless, perfect bullying material. All morning I'd agonized over becoming their next victim until Ethan kicked the door open with his crew during lunch. Inspiration struck. If the school's most feared troublemaker, 6'1" Ethan with his sharp cheekbones and knuckle tattoos escorted me to room 302, even those delinquents would think twice before messing with me. I approached his desk with completed homework. "Mr. Wilson, the teacher wants you to help me move this afternoon." He kept gaming until noticing the filled-out worksheet. Grunting agreement, he shouldered my boxes later that day. When we entered room 302, Olivia sat surrounded by her crew like some mob tribunal. "So you're Ivy?" she sneered. "Here, you follow my..." Ethan dumped my luggage on her desk. "This work?" Olivia scrambled up. "Why, yes, sir." After he left, I sighed dreamily at the door. The delinquents exchanged nervous glances. "You and Ethan," Olivia ventured. I just smiled mysteriously while arranging my toothbrush in the prime bathroom spot. 4 days. They treated me like visiting royalty. But today at lunch, Olivia cornered me. "Eating alone? Where's your boyfriend?" Her smirk faltered as Ethan's laughter echoed from the basketball court. I tucked my hair behind my ear with practiced grace. "Playing basketball? Obviously. That boy cares more about games than meals." My Mary Jane shoes clicked urgently as I dashed to the convenience store for chocolate milk. "Ethan!" My voice quivered as I blocked his path. Clutching the Yoo-hoo bottle. "For helping me move dorms last week." I shoved the drink into Ethan's hands before he could protest, fleeing amidst his friends' wolf whistles. The school's golden boy glared at the bottle, his sharp jaw clenching. By lunchtime, our forum exploded with photos of the basketball captain sucking chocolate milk through a straw. Savage move, Ethan. Sweetest milk for the baddest plays. New courtside rule, bring dairy. Not Gatorade. Since when does Wilson entertain girls? Who's that mousy thing? Just his class rep. Glasses. Plain Jane. Zero threat. Olivia squinted at me during study hall. "You're telling me Ethan Wilson drinks that crap? Who cares?" I licked chocolate residue from my lips. "I like it." Her gasp could have powered wind turbines. In her eyes, I'd graduated from library nerd to dairy dispensing goddess. Across the quad, Ethan's stormcloud eyes met mine as he dramatically chugged the milk, his posse trailing like ducklings behind the absurd procession. The real show began after last bell. Sophia cornered me near the bleachers, her manicured finger jabbing my chest. "Yoo-hoo girl." "Ivy." I adjusted my glasses calmly. "My name's Ivy." Her slap echoed across the empty field. "Ivy. Who gives a damn? You trailer trash think you can sniff around my brother?" The Wilson heiress ranted about bloodlines and prenups while I discreetly angled my stinging cheek toward security cameras. Perfect. Back at dorm 302, I collapsed against the banister with Oscar-worthy tremors. Olivia pounced instantly. "Who did this? Ethan?" "Sophia." My tears fell on cue. We tried keeping it secret, but she found out. I handed her my burner phone. Fake text from Ethan, complete with his basketball jersey selfie as profile pic, detailed our clandestine library meetups. Sophia's voicemail screeched obscenities, 59 seconds of pure gold. Olivia's manicured fist smashed my desk. That stepforward bitch laid hands on my roommate? By nightfall, Sophia's extensions decorated the soccer field. I admired the scratches on my face. Turns out acrylic nails make excellent assault evidence. Through my bathroom mirror, I watched Olivia rally her squad group chat. Who's laughing now? Class rep? My reflection smirked. Dabbing antibiotic ointment. The chessboard reset, checkmate required patience. Ethan's milk-stained jersey photo still dominated the forum. His brooding gaze following every scroll. Let them dissect pixels. Tomorrow's calculus quiz demanded actual attention. After being inexplicably beaten up, Sophia dragged Ethan to confront me the next day. She hit me. Sophia pointed at me tearfully. Her face bruised. She's our class rep. Not the PE captain. How could she beat you? Compared to her, you're built like a tank. Ethan retorted coldly, clearly annoyed by his sister. She didn't do it herself. But she told those girls from her dorm to attack me. Those delinquents. Those girls would rather pull each other's hair out than team up. Ethan had visited our dorm 302 before and knew our chaotic dynamic. Why do you believe her over me? We're family. Sophia stomped her foot in frustration. Ethan studied her for a long moment before asking icily. Then tell me, if she really ordered her roommates to attack you, why do you think that happened? Sophia froze. Care to explain how she got those injuries on her face? How should I know? I didn't hit her that hard. Sophia snapped. Ethan wordlessly pulled me away. I kept my head bowed throughout. The fresh bruises on my face speaking volumes. He took me to the campus clinic, lounging in a chair with crossed legs while the nurse treated me. Now that we're alone, he said quietly when the nurse left. Tell me how you really got those injuries. I tripped. I whispered. Truthfully, Sophia hadn't lied, her blows weren't this severe. Ethan clicked his tongue, a reluctant smile tugging at his lips. Still covering for her. Huh? On our way back, we ran into Olivia, hearing about Sophia's complaint. She'd come to check on me but froze upon seeing me with Ethan. I instinctively grabbed Ethan's sleeve. He shifted subtly to shield me. My phone buzzed, the 302 dorm group chat exploded with messages. Sis, you're legendary. Knew that bitch Sophia couldn't touch you. The real queen stays unbothered. How are you thanking me? Ethan's voice snapped me back. Sorry? You looked terrified of them earlier. Actually, they now called me Ivy. But I owed this transformation to Ethan. I'll do your homework for a week. He licked his lower lip. And? Surprising, who knew Ethan cared about academics? Extra tutoring after class? Acceptable. He grunted. Perfect, this gave me the perfect excuse to get closer. I requested an empty classroom under the guise of tutoring. Why here? Ethan paused at the empty room. We'd disturb others in the main classroom. He raised an eyebrow. Just us two? I keep my promises. I said earnestly. When I tutor someone, I don't take other students. Better not. He warned, sliding into the seat beside me. I ignored his typical alpha posturing. Our first session revealed his decent academic foundation, better than I'd expected from the campus troublemaker. I explained a few problems to him, and he listened with surprising patience, nothing like his usual class demeanor where he seemed determined to sleep through everything. When the bell rang, chaos erupted outside like zoo animals unleashed. I gathered my things, pretending to fetch water. Then suddenly leaned down to tuck my hair behind my ear and whispered by his desk. You need to watch out for this concept. He rested his cheek on the desk as I hovered over him, my hair curtaining his face. A voice shrieked from the hallway, holy shit. They're making out in there. I jerked upright, face burning. Stop spreading lies. My sudden movement revealed Ethan's features. A freshman gaped like a fish. Ethan! Ethan's hooking up in here. He bolted down the corridor, broadcasting gossip to the entire grade. High schoolers thrive on two things, cramming and drama. By evening, students kept casually passing our empty classroom, gawking like zoo visitors. Olivia's clique made 3 bathroom trips just to scorch me with their stares. Back in the dorm, my roommates finally stopped questioning my existence. They gazed at me with teary pride. Like parents at graduation, you finally got your moment with him. Obviously. Weeks of scheming paid off. I bit my lip. Playing coy, we couldn't keep hiding forever. Secret relationships get exhausting. Before bed, I checked the school forum. Threads exploded. Please say our star QB isn't taken, loudly crying face relax. Since when would an Ivy League legacy date some small-town academic? Be logical. His classmates say it's just tutoring. What kind of tutoring requires closed doors and lip locking? Keep coping. Fangirls. My phone buzzed, a voice message from Ethan himself, real account. Freshly added class rep. People keep saying we were, getting cozy in that classroom. His laugh rumbled through the speaker. I typed coldly, if you've got time for gossip. You've got time for extra practice sheets tomorrow. Ethan? Truth is, I never wanted Ethan. But when schoolyard politics dictate that your social worth depends on who you're seen with, you play the game. Now, I'm no longer invisible, I'm the girl who might be dating Ethan. Let them hate. Fear works better. Just as I planned to phase out this charade, Sophia broke the rules. The psycho actually reported us for dating to the principal's office. I sat shell-shocked in the admin building, listening to Mrs. Wilson wail at the superintendent. I sent my son here to study. Not knock up some bar-hopping skank. He's too young to understand love. Mark my words, he'll get some girl pregnant before graduation. You're letting my baby become a teenage dad. Ethan and I entered quietly. I forced politeness. Good afternoon, Mrs. Wilson. She froze, scanning me like defective merchandise. This is our class rep. Top 10 in the grade, Ethan said, weirdly smug. Automatically. I poured her tea with both hands. Please. Ma'am. His mom was even more confused. Oh, okay. She took a sip of tea to compose herself before studying me curiously. So you're the little girl who kissed my son? Exactly. That's her. Shameless. Always seducing my brother. Sophia glared at me with gnashing teeth. The whole room collectively rolled their eyes at her theatrics. Sophia's manicured nails, chemically treated hair, and deliberately oversized school uniform with sleeves covering her hands contrasted sharply with my practical twin braids and modest appearance. It's a misunderstanding. I was tutoring Ethan. I calmly explained to Mrs. Wilson. Our homeroom teacher believes Ethan has tremendous potential. Following the principle of mutual academic support, I'm helping him improve his grades and overall classroom conduct, isn't that right? Sir? Having been cornered into this narrative, the teacher coughed awkwardly. Well, I did approve their study sessions, but their personal interactions beyond that, I can't speak to. We get along exceptionally well privately. Ethan interjected unexpectedly. I quickly added through gritted teeth. His academic progress has been remarkable. He'll likely jump 100 rankings in the upcoming monthly exams. Ethan shot me an incredulous look, which I returned with equal intensity. Mrs. Wilson's skepticism transformed into awe as she pulled me aside. You can actually make him improve 100 positions? Absolutely. Considering his current rock-bottom ranking, moving from 600th to 500th place among 600 students required minimal effort. You're more effective than all the provincial-level tutors I've hired. Mrs. Wilson marveled, though aware Ethan's previous academic disinterest stemmed from deeper issues. I simply smiled modestly. Miss, if you achieve this, I'll pay $3,000 monthly. My poker face nearly cracked at this windfall. Madam, I solemnly added, I believe Sophia could also benefit from supplementary instruction. We both turned to observe Sophia through the window, who shuddered involuntarily. Deal, Mrs. Wilson shook my hand fervently. 2 students improving 100 ranks each, $6,000 total. This arrangement also eliminates any dating rumors through supervised group sessions. The subsequent scene became campus legend, Ethan and I exiting the administration office flanked by his mother, juxtaposed with Sophia's tearful departure. The school forum exploded with speculation. Since when do couples survive disciplinary meetings? That's Ethan's mom. Did they just get parental approval? Rumor says the Wilsons donated a building. Of course the principal would bow to their future daughter-in-law. Who's the academic queen that conquered the Wilson heir? Class Rep Ivy. Top 10 scholar. Poverty's the only thing keeping her from valedictorian. Rich families always value intellectuals. Back in the dorm, Olivia marveled. You're 17 and already engaged into high society? How? Through diligent study. I lectured while sorting their textbooks. Partying, smoking, bullying, worthless. Academic excellence attracts star students. I assigned them practice problems, casually requesting they bring me a decalcium milk during their errands. But my newfound connection with the Wilsons soon faced turbulence when Ethan abruptly withdrew. The crisis began when Sophia sashayed into our study session, draping herself over Ethan's desk. Make her leave, brother. I detest this woman. I adjusted my glasses. Miss Wilson, I'm your tutor. Exactly. Ethan immediately tilted his chin at me. Teacher, make her leave. I can't stand this woman. Seriously? Since when do teachers take orders like that? You two truly deserve each other. I promised Mrs. Wilson to implement the Advanced Students Mentoring Others program. Open your textbooks, Sophia sidled closer. I forgot mine. Can I share yours? Brother? Desk legs screeched as Ethan scrambled backward, shooting her a venomous glare before grabbing my arm. Let's go. Wait. What, can't you see she's harassing me? We're changing classrooms. Not happening, Mrs. Wilson pays me per student. Calm down. You take the left side of the aisle. Sophia stays on the right. Problem solved. Ethan's phoenix eyes widened. You want me across the aisle? Where will you be? Right here facing both of you. Everyone gets equal attention. So we're forming some stable love triangle now? He snorted, slinging his backpack over one shoulder. Sophia rose gracefully when he left. Pathetic. Stay. Are you stupid, Ivy? I never wanted tutoring. Just keeping you away from him. I smiled sweetly. Perfect. Now I can take Ethan out for supper. You're having supper with him? Her face contorted as she slammed back into the seat. Start teaching. We're not leaving until I master this. I spent the evening drilling algebra into Sophia while spectators gathered outside. Look, Ethan's rumored girlfriend is tutoring his stalker. Didn't Sophia vow to marry him? Why are they solving equations together? Is this like those historical dramas where concubines raise each other's babies? Olivia's eyebrows knitted in confusion. Later, she asked. What exactly? You wouldn't understand. My eyes glazed over with existential fatigue. After a long pause, she sighed. The upper class really is a cutthroat world. Back in the dorm, I discovered Ethan had blocked me. My income just plummeted 50%. Must I choose between tutoring him or Sophia? His quick mind made sessions bearable. But Sophia's family paid triple. I'd nearly broken my no violence streak tonight. My financial crisis deepened until Ethan's birthday. I only learned about the KTV party that evening when Olivia asked why I wasn't there. He invited the whole basketball team. Why not you? We fought. I mumbled. Over Sophia? Essentially. She shoved a cocktail dress into my arms. Never back down. Show that gold digger who's boss. My roommates transformed me into a femme fatale and marched me to the KTV lounge. Ethan's friends elbowed him when I entered. He kept chugging beer. Adam's apple bobbing. Refusing to look my way. I claimed a shadowy corner. Eventually, a tipsy classmate staggered over, "Want a duet?" His breath reeked of alcohol as he leaned too close. Before I could react, Ethan materialized between us, grip tightening on the boy's shoulder. "Find another drinking buddy." His voice dropped to sub-zero temperatures. The boy scurried away. Ethan finally met my gaze. Jaw clenched. "Why are you here?" "To wish you happy birthday." His eyes narrowed. "You blocked me. You blocked me first." Our glaring contest lasted until his lips twitched. He crouched before me, voice softening. "Miss me that much?" I maintained eye contact while slowly pulling out my phone. 3 consecutive payment notifications from Mrs. Wilson's account chimed, my reinstated tutoring fee plus 2 mysterious bonuses. "Happy birthday, Ethan." I smiled, tucking my phone away. "Shall we discuss your calculus grades now?" "Hey, why aren't you playing?" "Don't know how?" "I'll teach you to roll dice." I glanced at Ethan not far away, shifting sideways. "What's in your cup?" "Beer." "Can you handle it?" "I want to try." The guy cheerfully handed me his cup when Ethan shouted behind me. "Ivy, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you even here?" "Seriously, it's Ethan's birthday." Instead of joining the fun, "What are you whispering about over there?" Amid the jeers, the guy left. I sat alone for a while before heading to the restroom. Ethan was leaning against the corridor wall, a cigarette dangling from his lips. He stubbed it out when he saw me. "Happy birthday," I said, standing before him, his long legs casually stretched out, the fabric of his school pants brushing faintly against my calves. "What kind of outfit is this?" "Coquette aesthetic." "Aren't your legs cold?" "A little." He muttered shit under his breath and took off his school jacket, tying it around my waist. "Don't show skin if you're cold." "Who are you trying to impress anyway?" "Ethan, will you come back with me to study?" He snorted and held out his palm. "What's that supposed to mean?" "You didn't come empty-handed, did you?" His eyes narrowed dangerously. "Where's my gift?" I prayed Olivia had left something in my coat pocket. The universe answered. My fingers closed around a braided cord. I solemnly placed it in Ethan's palm, a cheap red string securing a good luck charm from the nearby temple. "Knew you'd come through." Ethan beamed, extending his wrist. I silently fastened it. "I'll head out now." "Wait." He dashed back into the KTV room, announcing he'd walk me back to campus. "You promised to tutor only me. Why'd you bring Sophia?" "So annoying." "Your mom asked me to." "Why do you listen to her?" I tucked windblown hair behind my ear. "Because she's your mother." Ethan froze. After a long pause, he cursed softly, turning away with crimson ear tips. "You're impossible." "Fine. I'll study." "Jesus." Later, I returned Olivia's washed jacket. "That red string of yours, Ethan got drunk and insisted on having it. I'll replace it when I get paid." "Sure. But..." Olivia hesitated. "But what?" "That was my menstrual cramp charm from the temple." Our eyes simultaneously turned to the basketball court where Ethan paraded around with the red string, dramatically flexing his wrist under the lights. "I'll get you 2 more. Take that information to your grave. Never mention it to anyone. But the whole dorm knows. It works great. Everyone wants one now." "Not my problem. You handle them." I patted her shoulder. "Keep quiet." "Got it?" Olivia nodded, bewildered. Ethan must never learn what he's wearing. My 50% energy had returned to the three-person study group. Ethan had new ideas about our seating arrangement. Stay put over there. Ethan pointed at Sophia across the room. Don't come any closer. Thus began our new configuration, Ivy and Ethan sitting face to face at adjacent desks, while Sophia strained to listen from across the aisle. The iconic scene was captured that evening and posted to Reddit, foreground showing Ivy and Ethan laughing together, with a distraught Sophia dwarfed in the distant background. The caption read, "I was here first. How did things end up like this? I quit studying," Sophia wailed. "Then leave. We'll continue without you," I countered, having mastered her weak points. "You wicked witch. I'll steal him back." I slammed the mistake notebook before her. "Dating? With these scores?" My voice rose as I gestured at her exam in the low 30s. "How dare you even sleep at night?" Sophia's sniffles quieted instantly. "Redo it." "Why doesn't Ethan have to redo his?" She peeked at Ethan chatting outside. "Your brother didn't score in the 30s. I retorted, grabbing my pointer. "From now on, you'll stay after second period for remedial sessions." "But won't he join us?" "He won't. Unless you skip class, then he'd gladly take your place." Under my glare, Sophia straightened up and began correcting errors with her bedazzled gel pen. When monthly exam rankings came, Ethan jumped 200+ places while Sophia barely cracked the top 100. "Mrs. Wilson tearfully pressed a red envelope into my hands. "You're a miracle worker. I'll commission an honorary plaque." "No plaques, I'm still a student. It wouldn't look proper." She gripped the envelope tighter. "Any discounts for annual tutoring packages?" "Mrs. Wilson, I only helped as a classmate. College prep leaves no time. Oh, just watch over them sometimes?" "Of course." Truth was, Sophia's tutoring fees weren't worth the trouble. Ethan's increasingly intense stares signaled it was time to quit. But as I counted my earnings post-goodbye, Sophia cornered me. "You're only in this for money? Not our love triangle?" Her eyes sparkled with epiphany. "Want a 50-50 split?" I fanned the bills. "You don't even like him. This changes everything." She vibrated with renewed hope. "With these grades." I tapped her 63-point retest. "Romance shouldn't occupy 1% of your brain space." Sophia smirked. "When Ethan learns you exploited him, the school's toughest guy, guess what happens to $6,000 tutors?" I thrust the envelope forward. "Take it all. Keep your cash." Her grin turned feral. "Help me seduce him." That Saturday, Sophia outlined her plan between makeup touches. "Get him here with drugged calcium milk. When he's affected, you leave. I'll take over. Where's the aphrodisiac?" Brother Chen's holding it." She adjusted her spaghetti straps. "Call Ethan now." As she left to collect the goods, Olivia's warning echoed, "Wealthy families devour the naive." The Wilsons' gilded world demanded constant vigilance against schemes, scandals, and girls who confused tutoring fees with romance novels. "Fine. Go ahead. You're smart." Sophia skipped happily toward the KTV room. The moment she left, I dialed 911. "Hello, officer? I'd like to report someone selling aphrodisiacs to minors. The address is..." After hanging up, I waited outside. Minutes dragged by with no sign of Sophia. I barged into their private room to find a bunch of thugs pinning her down, one muffling her screams, others groping at her clothes. Sophia writhed violently when she saw me. "Get lost. None of your business. We came together." I propped the door open and leaned against the frame, arms crossed. The thugs exchanged glances. "Hey, your friend here's got business with us. Scram unless you want trouble. Rape carries a minimum 3-year sentence. Maximum 10. The ringleader, a guy with a dyed streak in his hair, sneered. "She came begging for it. Then why gag her? He removed his hand. Sophia gasped for air, letting out a whimper. See? Little slut asked for the party drugs herself. He laughed, squeezing her waist. Dresses like a tramp. Tits out, bet she's been passed around more than a joint. What's one more ride? Exactly. I rolled my eyes. Liking makeup and flirting doesn't mean you get to rape her. No consent? It's assault. They opened their mouths to argue, but police sirens cut through the noise. I snapped photos of their fleeing backs before riding in the ambulance with Sophia to get her stomach pumped. Ethan arrived as she emerged from the procedure. What happened? The police called home. Mom has to go to the station. Sophia's face whitened. I spoke first. Food poisoning. Supplier issue. Right. Sophia clung to my arm. She treated me to dinner. To thank me for tutoring her. Ethan leaned back. Since when are you two close? Today. Sophia nodded solemnly. Weeks later. She met me on the rooftop. I'm giving up on him. Why? My plan failed. She stared at the sunset. Stop binge watching soap operas. I patted her shoulder. Yeah. Her once vacant gaze sharpened. They never show the risks, how date rape drugs can kill you. Or that wearing cute skirts makes creeps think you're asking for it. She glanced down. They make me look cheap. Looks great to me. I sat beside her. Legs swinging. Love your style. Really? Absolutely. She brightened. Truth? I don't even like Ethan that much. But I'm adopted. Once I turn 18, they might kick me out. No more designer clothes. No limo rides. She shuddered. Marrying him was my ticket to stay rich. I swallowed my poverty-induced tears. Wait here. Descending. I asked Ethan, will you pay off Sophia to leave? He blinked. I'd donate a kidney for her to take half the trust fund and vanish. I texted Sophia, you're getting half the inheritance. As Ethan and I walked out, Sophia's shout echoed from above. Ethan, I froze, anticipating betrayal. Instead, she yelled, go chase Ivy. Do it. She's brilliant. With her around, your dumb ass won't get scammed anymore. Psycho. Ethan snorted. I've never been scammed. Beside him, I furiously texted Sophia, thank you. Thank you too. I'll keep your secret forever. Even though Sophia said that, I didn't feel comforted at all. It seemed like Ethan already knew, the evidence being how he'd recently started looking at me like I was roadkill. When I asked Sophia, she swore her brother knew nothing. Confused, I decided to gradually fade out of this young master's orbit. After class, I went to the restroom with Sophia. At noon, I napped in my dorm. That evening, I dragged Olivia to dinner. Why are you eating with me? Olivia frowned. Did you fight with Ethan again? Yep. What about this time? Didn't you already handle Sophia? She even calls you sister-in-law now. I poked my food dramatically. Ethan's the hottest guy on campus. And I'm just me. After being together this long, he's getting bored. It's barely been a month. He's already texting other girls goodnight every day. Olivia slammed her chopsticks. That's messed up. He's your boyfriend. Before I could respond, a familiar voice cut through the air. I believe I heard someone spreading rumors. My spine stiffened as Ethan slid into the seat beside me, tray in hand. His smile didn't reach his eyes. Ivy, did your roommate just call me your boyfriend? Obviously. Olivia looked between us. Haven't you been dating over a month? Is that so? Ethan drawled. Wait, aren't you? Instead of answering, Ethan turned to me with amused interest. Well, of course we are. My face burned, but I forced composure. Absolutely. As Olivia eyed us suspiciously, Ethan waved her off. She reluctantly gathered her tray and left. Who knew class rep here secretly claims I'm her man? Ethan popped open a yogurt drink and pushed it toward me. Care to explain this little fiction? Since when do we have a relationship? I bit my lip. Nothing to say? Guess I'll head to the PA system and clear this up. Let your dear friend know she's been lied to. He started to rise. I grabbed his wrist. Because I have a crush on you. Oh. He settled back, tilting his ear. Do go on. Then Olivia said she liked you too and wanted to chase you. I panicked and told her we were dating. Out of loyalty. She backed off. Fascinating. Ethan tapped his chin. Well, since you're so obsessed with me and the rumors already spread, I suppose I'll reluctantly play boyfriend. My eyes widened. You should really think this through. Don't chain yourself because of my. Relax. He thumped his chest nobly. I'm a gentleman. Sacrificing my first love to save you? My pleasure. But this favor's too big. I can't repay. Easy fix. His grin turned wolfish. Default on the debt. And you'll repay me as my wife. We're 18. I squeaked. Unwilling? He stood. Then I'll just. No, I'm willing. I desperately clung to his arm. Then smile. Blood. Sweat. And tears coalesced into 8 gleaming teeth. Click. That night, our selfie became Ethan's profile banner. Holy shit! The honor student actually bagged the school bully. They went public. Does the bully look happy? Check that grin. Dude's ecstatic. But why does our class rep look like she's being held at gunpoint? Rich people drama hits different. Man. Ivy and I were walking back to the academic building when Ethan suddenly grabbed my hand. Scrolling through his phone. Hey Ivy. Everyone on social media says this photo of us looks like a shotgun wedding shot. No way. Then why aren't you holding my hand? Ethan stared at my fingers. His voice dropping playfully. Am I not the secret crush you've been dreaming about day and night? I reluctantly intertwined our fingers. The basketball player's large hand engulfed mine. His thumb deliberately stroking my palm until our hands locked together like puzzle pieces. Stop squirming. His baritone vibrated against my ear. I won't bite. Physical contact felt alien at first. After a week of enforced hand-holding sessions, our joined palms moved with the automatic coordination of long-married couples, connected yet utterly mundane. That's when Ethan decided to escalate. Sweetheart. Can I hug you now? He fluttered his eyelashes, lifting the crimson prayer beads I'd given him. These look familiar. Did you get them from that temple near? I lunged at him, cutting off the dangerous line of thought. Shut up and feel my affection. With pleasure. The 6-foot-tall athlete buried his face in my neck, inhaling dramatically. My girl smells like sunshine and vanilla lattes. Put me down this instant. Spoil sport. Another week found me reading on Ethan's lap when his lips brushed my earlobe. What about kissing practice? I stared at the scattered mint wrappers on our study desk. This sneaky bastard had been preparing. Before I could react, he dropped his bombshell, found something weird in Mom's bank statement last month, $6,000 in cash withdrawals. My lips crashed against his in panic. The honors student's eyes widened before darkening with intensity. Let me show you how this works. He murmured, cradling my face as our first real kiss dissolved into mint-flavored fireworks. Our make-out session got reported to the principal's office faster than you can say detention. The disciplinary committee made us confess during morning assembly. Ethan bounded onto the stage with basketball star swagger. Ladies first? Nah. Real men own their mistakes. The crowd erupted as he waved them down. Listen up. I'm here because I've been dating our class president Ivy. We hold hands between classes, make out behind the gym, and generally act disgustingly cute. Special shout out to all the single people we've traumatized. The courtyard echoed with howls until the principal brandished a broom. Ethan quickly backpedaled, but seriously. Ivy's the smartest, hottest, most hardworking person here. Scholarship student? Check. Part-time jobs? Check. Even scammed me good during our first. Stop right there. The principal roared. Ethan flashed his championship grin. Anyway, we're getting married after graduation. You're invited. His exit was hastened by a janitor's broom to the butt. My turn came. I adjusted the mic, unfolding prepared notes. Today's speech concerns the so-called sin of teenage romance. Let's examine this scientifically. Puberty begins at 14 or 15, meaning our peak hormonal years occur before 20. Attraction isn't rebellion, it's biological programming. Society can't demand 3 children per family while criminalizing natural mating instincts. The principal's face turned purple as students erupted in applause. Ethan's whistle pierced through the chaos, his eyes shining brighter than the morning sun. The dean raised a mop, but Ethan restrained him from behind. Of course. Humans are social creatures bound by societal rules. Since we've caused disruption, we'll be more discreet in the future. The dean's primal rage threatened to erupt. I just ranked first in our grade. I straightened my posture. I'm not bragging. Just proving relationships don't hinder academic success. Only weak-minded people get distracted, and weak minds get distracted by anything. Thank you. I bowed and fled into the crowd as Ethan disengaged from the mop-wielding dean. When the principal called Ethan's family, disaster struck, his father answered. We're doomed. My old man's terrible. Ethan paled. His tycoon father had once locked him indoors for 2 months after catching him gaming instead of studying. Now Ethan rebelled against every paternal decree. He's ice cold. Just wants me to inherit the business and marry his chosen bride. He'll force us to break up. Truthfully, my loyalty wasn't absolute. But I hated being controlled. Entering the office, Mr. Wilson sat imperiously in his tailored suit. He glared at his son before addressing me, "You're Ivy." Sliding a journal across the desk, he declared, "My son's only using you for revenge. You read my diary. That's invasion of privacy." Ethan exploded. "You're my son. You have no privacy." When Ethan turned pleading eyes to me, I read the scrawled entries. "I hate you. I'll make you fall for me then dump you forever." That was temporary madness. Ethan stammered. "I'd never leave you now." "Any other objections, Mr. Wilson?" I asked coolly. The tycoon exhaled cigar smoke, scrutinizing me. "Your migrant worker parents abandoned you for your brother. What can you offer my son?" "I'll get him into Harvard and MIT." Ash tumbled onto his trousers. "My son? Ivy League? Wherever I go, I'll demand they accept my boyfriend too. Though sharing dorms with valedictorians might strain his ego." "Why can't I be valedictorian?" Ethan protested. I nudged him down. "We're in the same testing district, Mr. Wilson chain-smoked through our exit. Later, his secretary started delivering midnight snacks. That summer when I optimized his company's systems by 31% efficiency, Moutai appeared at every family dinner. When investigating our anonymous tipster, the dean revealed, "Emily. That sneaky bitch." Olivia slammed the table. "She keeps stealing supplies. Rumors said you bullied her. She stole my emergency pads. I just confronted her." The bathroom incident gained new context. Perhaps Emily resented how I thrived in classroom 302 while dating Ethan. Despite our ordinary backgrounds, I set up an emergency corner in our classroom with free menstrual pads available for anyone. On the opening day, the whole class erupted into chaos as girls argued with booing boys. Emily sat quietly in the crowd with her head bowed. Youth slips away like a fleeting moment. I don't know what hardships you've endured, but I hope life treats you kinder. Kiddo. Honey. I told off those jerks who booed today. Explained we're breaking period stigma. Did I do right? Perfectly right. Good job. Then tonight, Ethan. I won't enter exams pregnant. No 3-person graduation family. I just wanted to stargaze. Bought a telescope. My bad. TSK. Our Ivy is such a naughty girl, ahem, blame my hormones. Thank you for those hormones racing for me. My girlfriend. Ethan bent gallantly to kiss my knuckles. Same to you. My first love. The end.